Citizens, scholars, and friendly knights everywhere. TacNerd 1.0 here, coming at you with a unboxing, and won't keep you too long. Some things I got, and this was from a auction, as I'm off to do, and this was from Hacks Auction and Realty Service, Petaconia, Illinois. Seemed like some nice people to deal with. Didn't have any problems with the transaction. Got a couple additions to our Marlin and Glenfield lineup here. And this is just going to be an unboxing. They ship these really, really nice. Shipped them in this nice sock. Charging handle came out of that one a bit, but that happens. Lots of padding in the box. So that was very nice. Both of these looked, at least in the pictures, the condition looked very, very nice. Impeccable even. But we're going to take a look and we'll see. Now this is T95 Marlin. So this is a genuine Marlin brand Marlin. And this was definitely a Remlin, I believe. So that was at the point when Remington owned, well enough into that ownership that they seemed to know what they were doing. So this is basically like a Model 60 with a magazine. That's basically all it is. And this is, get this out of here. I think it comes with a 7-round magazine. They also offer 10s, but real nice rifles. And these did have the micro groove rifling. That is a bolt release, I believe. Sure is. Now these even had I think if they're not new, they're darn new. I believe these both came with the tag on them. Really, really nice stainless steel rifle. You all know I love stainless steel. So that was when they had moved to Mayfield, Kentucky. And again, this is 22 long rifle. And this is model 795SS for stainless steel. Front sight that's just an orange front sight. Then you got your basic rear sights. Very nice though. Very nice condition. And we'll go over in a minute one of the reasons I ordered that. Let's look at the other one though, because there's a bit of history to this other one, a bit of collectability. Now this next one, which also seemed to be in quite good condition from the photos. Yeah, there it is. Now to the untrained eye, this would seem to be your average Glenfield Model 60, but it is actually a 65. Looks like we got a little bit of gunk there. These frames for these Model 60s, this is some kind of a paint that was put on here. This was not bluing or anything like that. These were aluminum. But what attracted me to this is that right there. You can see that. It says Golden 50. And now I'll try to find it and link it in here. I have a Glenfield 30 that is the Golden 50 model. And when I saw this, I figured, well, I'm going to need that to complete the set. Took me a bit of research to find out what Golden 50 actually was. And I thought at first it was 50th anniversary of Marlin, which I was wrong. Timing wouldn't work out there. It actually was a small, well, I don't know how small it was. It must have been fairly large, localized tire auto hardware store out of Oklahoma. And I'll pop up the name here somewhere. And they were having their 50th anniversary. They must have sold a lot of rifles for Marlin because they went ahead and made these special editions for them that had Golden 50 on them. And they all had something that was slightly different. Most of the Glenfield 60s that you get they'll have like a chipmunk or a squirrel or something here. These ones have the inlay or the checkering is quite a bit nicer, I think. And this one has this, I've heard it described as gold, but it's probably just brass feeding tube here. And it does have the loading gate for 22s. So this one is a little bit more beat up than this one. You're going to expect that though, due to the age. And it also had this gold colored trigger as well. And I believe, at least on my Model 30, the front sight on my Model 30 was also gold. Doesn't look like this one is. So we're going to get these cleaned up and we'll get them out and shoot them when we can. But yeah, so that is my very esoteric collection of golden 50s. We'll bring them both out here at some point. Now I hear tell that there is a bolt action 22 that was also a model, was also labeled golden 50. There's a lot of talk about that, but there's not a lot of evidence. I have never seen a picture of one. No one has ever supplied a picture. People say that they have them or have seen them, but have never seen a picture of one. And if it is, it would be the Glenfield. It would be, I would think it would be the Model 20, because that's the bolt action version of for the Glenfields, which I do have one. But this one normally is a Model 60. They labeled this as 65. So it makes me wonder, if there was a bolt action, would they not have made that the 25? But there is a 25 Glenfield, and I believe it's a 22 Magnum. I could be wrong about all of that. I probably am. And my Model 30 is not a Model 35, it's a Model 30. But it is, like I said, the golden 50. So as I said, we're going to clean both of these up a bit. There is a bit of surface rust on here. That'll clean up quite easy. I'm not worried about that at all. We'll clean these bolts, and we can go over this with a bit of something, but very, very nice. Very nice. So as I said, one of the reasons I wanted this one is because I have this thing for wood and steel, and stainless steel looks great with wood. So I was able to find, it was on Numerich, and they actually had these stocks for this rifle in walnut. So I already bought this, obviously. I have it. And this was new old stock, so there was a bit of wear on these, but not too much. But I'm going to basically transfer this one into here. I might have to work some kind of magic with this lever, this release lever here, but we'll figure something out with that. But I think that's going to look really nice. And no, YouTube, this is not any kind of modification of the firearm, so don't worry about that. But we'll do this in another video. We're not going to worry about that for now. But yeah, so a couple really nice examples of 22s that you can still get. Both of these have micro groove rifling, and they're quite accurate. You can get these things for really, really good prices at auction or lawn sales, thrift stores, pawn shops. Probably go into a pawn shop and find an old Model 60 for really good price. I mean, you can probably still in 2026 pick these up for maybe 100 qualus, maybe a bit more, maybe 150. But it's a steal for what you can get. If you go to a big box retailer to get a 22 these days, you can get one for that price. You can get one for 150 quatlus, but I'll tell you right now what it's going to be. It's going to be most likely Turkish made. It might say Mossberg or some other name on it. Might be Rossi, might be Taurus, something else. But it's going to have a polymer stock like this one, but not even as nice as this one. And it's going to be, it may even have a plastic receiver. Now, nothing against Turkish guns. They do make some very good guns. I have some Turkish guns that are quite nice, but the 22s, they don't spend a whole lot of time on them. So, you know, the ones that you're going to get for that price group, they're just stamping them and getting them out. So I think a person could do much better if you're looking to add a 22 to your regiment. There is something to be said for buying used. I harp on that all the time, but folks, listen to that magic. Listen to those words. It is definitely something. Don't go out and buy new. There's really not a lot of need for it. There is sometimes, but there's a lot of stuff that you can find that you can get used, and it's really good stuff too. Micro groove rifling will not only go toe to toe, but will beat most of the 22s out there on the market today, especially the cheapos that you're going to get. Walmart, Dunham's, Academy, whatever you have. These are still going to beat those hands down. So, folks, a bit of wisdom and a bit of unboxing for you today. Stay tuned. We're going to clean these up and get these out to the range. And stay tuned. We're going to do the video of moving this over to the woodstock. We'll let you see what it looks like. Hope you got something out of this today. If you did, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you see that hype button, go ahead and hype this video. Folks, that's all I have for you today. Remember, TacNerd is your friend in the apocalypse. This is TacNerd signing out.